everyone! Welcome back to our channel. I'm Kate, and I'm so excited to be here with you today.
And I'm Martin. Hey, Kate, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Martin. Actually, I'm feeling really energetic today. I had my coffee, the sun is shining, and we have such an important topic to discuss.
Perfect. I can feel your energy. You know what? Today's episode is going to be special because we're talking about something that almost every English learner asks us about.
Exactly! We get messages about this all the time. Today, we're diving into how to speak English fluently and confidently.
Yes, fluency and confidence. These are the two big goals, right? Everyone wants to sound natural, to stop translating in their head, and to feel comfortable speaking.
Absolutely, Martin. And before we jump in, if you're new here, welcome. If you're a regular listener, thank you so much for coming back. We really appreciate you.
And hey, if you enjoyed today's episode, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends who are also learning English. It really helps us reach more learners like you.
Yes, sharing is caring. And trust me, after today's conversation, you're going to have some practical tips that you'll want to share with everyone.
So, are you ready to unlock the secrets to speaking English fluently and confidently?
Let's do this.
Okay, Kate, let's start with the basics. What does fluency actually mean? Because I think a lot of people misunderstand this word.
That's a great question. So, fluency means the ability to speak smoothly and naturally, without too many pauses or hesitations. It doesn't mean you speak perfectly or that you never make mistakes.
Exactly. That's such an important point. Fluency is about the flow of your speech, not perfection. Even native speakers make mistakes all the time.
Me too. I make mistakes constantly. But you know what? The key is to keep speaking. Don't let the fear of making mistakes stop you.
Yes. And that brings us to confidence. Now, confidence is that feeling of being sure about your abilities. When you speak with confidence, you believe in yourself, even if you're not perfect.
I love that. And you know what I've noticed? Confidence and fluency actually feed each other. The more confident you become, the more fluently you speak. And the more fluently you speak, the more confident you feel.
It's like a positive cycle. So let's talk about practical ways to build both. Kate, what's your number one tip?
Okay, my first tip is practice speaking out loud every single day. I can't stress this enough. You need to hear your own voice speaking English.
Yes, even if you're alone, right? You can talk to yourself, describe what you're doing, narrate your day.
Exactly. I used to do this all the time when I was learning Spanish. I would stand in front of the mirror and just talk about my day. At first, I felt silly, but it really helped me become more comfortable.
That's a perfect example. And here's another technique I love, shadowing. Have you heard of this, Kate?
Oh, yes. Shadowing is amazing. Can you explain it for our listeners?
Sure. Shadowing means listening to a native speaker, maybe from a podcast, a video, or an audiobook, and repeating what they say immediately like an echo. You try to copy their pronunciation, their rhythm, their intonation.
I love shadowing because it helps you develop that natural rhythm of English. You're not just learning words, you're learning how English sounds.
Exactly. And speaking of rhythm, let's talk about something important. Don't translate in your head.
Oh, this is huge. This is probably the biggest barrier to fluency. When you translate from your native language to English in your mind, it slows everything down.
Right. You need to start thinking in English. Now, I know that sounds difficult, but here's a tip. Start small. Instead of translating full sentences, try to think of individual words in English throughout your day.
Yes, like when you see an apple, think apple in English, not in your language. When you feel hungry, think I'm hungry in English. These little moments add up.
They really do. And over time, your brain starts to work in English automatically. It's like building a new habit. It takes time and consistency.
Consistency. That's such an important word. It means doing something regularly, over and over again. You can't just practice once a week and expect to become fluent.
No way. It's better to practice 15 minutes every day than 3 hours once a week.
Absolutely. Now, let me ask you something, Martin. What about mistakes? Because I think fear of making mistakes is what kills confidence.
Oh, you're so right. Mistakes are actually your best teachers. When you make a mistake and someone corrects you, you remember it much better than if you just read it in a book.
Yes. And here's the thing, native speakers make mistakes too. We stumble over words. We forget what we were saying. We use the wrong words sometimes.
Stumble over words? That's a good phrase. It means to have difficulty saying something smoothly, like you're tripping over the words.
Exactly. So if native speakers do it, learners definitely shouldn't worry so much about it. The important thing is to keep the conversation going.
Right. Don't stop and apologize every time you make a small mistake. Just continue. The person you're talking to probably didn't even notice.
So true. Now, here's another tip that changed my language learning. Immerse yourself in English as much as possible.
Yes, immersion is key. That means surrounding yourself with the language. Listen to English music, watch English shows, read English books.
Even change your phone settings to English. I did this and it forced me to learn so many everyday words that I wouldn't have learned in a textbook.
That's clever. And you know what helps with confidence specifically? Preparing phrases for common situations.
Oh, yes, like having some go-to expressions. Ready. Go-to means your favorite or most reliable option. So, having phrases that you can use automatically when you need them?
Exactly. For example, if you don't understand something, you can say, "Could you repeat that, please?" Or, "I'm not sure I follow." If you know these phrases well, you'll feel more confident in conversations.
Yes. And it's okay to use the same phrases repeatedly. Native speakers do this all the time. We have our favorite expressions that we use over and over.
That's true. I probably say, "You know what I mean," about 100 times a day.
Ha! See? That's a perfect example. Now, what about body language? I think this is underrated when it comes to confidence.
Oh, absolutely. Even if you're speaking online or on the phone, body language affects how you speak. If you sit up straight, smile, and use hand gestures, you'll automatically sound more confident.
Yes, there's actually science behind this. When you use confident body language, it affects your brain chemistry and makes you feel more confident.
Fascinating, right? Okay, here's another important point. Find a language partner or join a conversation group.
This is so important. You need real practice with real people. Apps and textbooks are great, but nothing replaces actual conversation.
Exactly. And when you talk to a language partner regularly, you build a comfort zone where you can make mistakes safely.
Yes. A comfort zone is a situation where you feel safe and relaxed. But here's the interesting part. You also need to step outside your comfort zone sometimes.
What do you mean by that?
Well, step outside your comfort zone means to do something that makes you a little nervous or uncomfortable, like speaking to a stranger in English, or giving a presentation, or joining a new conversation group.
Ah, I see. So you need both. A safe space to practice, but also challenges that push you to grow.
Exactly. Growth happens when you're slightly uncomfortable. Not terrified, but a little nervous.
That's a great distinction. And you know what else helps? Celebrating small wins. Don't wait until you're perfect to feel proud of yourself.
Yes. Did you have a 5-minute conversation in English today? Celebrate it. Did you understand a joke in English? That's amazing. Did you use a new word correctly? Give yourself credit.
These small victories build confidence over time. And remember, fluency is a journey, not a destination.
Oh, I love that. A journey, not a destination. That means it's an ongoing process, not a final goal you reach and then stop.
Exactly. You're always learning, always improving. Even native speakers are still learning new words and expressions.
So true. Before we move on, let me share one more tip. Record yourself speaking.
Oh, this is a good one. But many people feel uncomfortable doing this.
I know, it feels awkward at first, but when you listen back to your recording, you can hear your own mistakes, notice where you hesitate, and track your progress over time.
And honestly, you usually sound better than you think. We're often our own harshest critics.
So true. All right, Martin, I think we've covered a lot of ground here. Should we recap our vocabulary?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, everyone, let's quickly review the key words and phrases we used today. These are really useful, so try to remember them.
First, we had fluency, the ability to speak smoothly and naturally without many pauses.
Then, confidence, feeling sure about your abilities and believing in yourself.
We talked about shadowing, repeating what a native speaker says immediately to practice pronunciation and rhythm.
Consistency, doing something regularly over time, not just once in a while.
We use stumble over words. When you have difficulty saying something smoothly, like tripping over your words.
Immersion, surrounding yourself with the language as much as possible.
Go-to expressions, your favorite or most reliable phrases that you use regularly.
Body language, the way you move and position your body, which affects how you communicate.
Comfort zone, a situation where you feel safe and relaxed.
And step outside your comfort zone to do something that challenges you or makes you a little uncomfortable.
We also mentioned celebrating small wins, recognizing and feeling proud of small achievements.
And finally, we said fluency is a journey, not a destination, meaning it's an ongoing process, not a final goal.
These are all really useful expressions, so try to use them in your own conversations.
Wow, Martin, we covered so much today. I hope our listeners feel inspired and ready to work on their fluency and confidence.
Me too. Remember, everyone, the key points are practice every day, don't fear mistakes, immerse yourself in English, and be patient with yourself.
Yes, learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time, but every day you practice, you're getting better.
Absolutely. Now, we have a question for you, our amazing listeners. We want to hear from you.
Yes. Here's our question. What is your biggest challenge when speaking English? Is it finding the right words, feeling nervous, pronunciation, or something else.
Leave us a comment and let us know. We read all of your comments and we love hearing from you. Your feedback also helps us create better episodes for you.
And if today's episode was helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Share this episode with your friends, classmates, or anyone you know who's learning English.
Every share helps us reach more learners like you, and we really appreciate your support.
Also, if you want to suggest a topic for a future episode, leave that in the comments too. We're always looking for new ideas.
All right, everyone, that's it for today's Daily English Boost.
Keep practicing, stay confident, and remember, you're doing great.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone!
Bye.